Hello Filio users. This is an instruction on how to use Filio website. Please open your browser and go to filio.io website. Filio works the best with the Chrome browser or the newest Microsoft Edge. Once you're on the Filio website, please go to My Account and then you will have three options. If you are a new user, please go to Register and make sure that you fill in all this information correctly, especially the company address and your email address. Your email address should reflect the company domain. If you press this option, Are you the account manager, you would be able to manage subscription. I will explain more about this option. Let's go to the login part. I already have the credential for my account. I log in. It will direct me to the user page. On the left side, I can see the projects that I created using this account or the projects that I'm being shared with. On the right side, I can see the location of the project. We have three options here. Projects, where this is the current page, and if I go to the user info, I can see the information when I register for this account, and then I have the company logo. You can change the company logo and add your own company logo. The reason we have this option, when you create reports, you can use your company logo for that. The reason we have plans here, then you can manage subscription. Once you register, if you click the option that you want to manage subscription, you will have this tab. These people are the data collectors, all the mobile app users. Filio manages subscriptions based on the data collectors or mobile app users. Here in this account, we have 5 licenses, and out of 5, 4 of them are being used. If you want to free up one subscription, you can just remove them here. For instance, I have Andres Peralta here, and just want to free up one subscription here to make it 3. What I can do, I can just remove him from this account. Once I do that, the number of subscriptions will turn into 3. And all the projects that Andres were involved will be removed on his cell phone. And all the images on Andres Peralta's cell phone will be removed as well. Note that none of the pictures will be removed from the website. All the pictures will stay and restored on the website. Okay, let's go to the project and create a new project. Once you want to create a new project, you need to fill in all this information here. One of the important parts of creating a new project is to add data collectors to your project, authenticated cell phones. If you add any person here, those people will be notified on their cell phones that they are now authenticated people to take pictures for this project. For instance, I want to add myself as a data collector to take pictures for this project. And then once I just press plus, it shows my name that, okay, now Maddie will be a data collector for this new project. And any picture that I take will go to this project. Make sure that the user already downloaded the app. If the user has not downloaded the app, the information will not be shown here. And then here I can just show my the GPS coordinate of my project. If you do not have the Latin line of your project, you can do show map and search for the location of your project. Let's say Georgia Tech. If you want to just go to a very specific location, what you can do, you can just drag this marker and, for instance, go to the Tech Green. And we will update the Latin line of your project. Once you're done with this part, you can just press cross here and just get out of that environment. And then we have the project layout. This part is optional. This part is for the time that you don't want to use Google Map. Instead, you want to use blueprints when you're working with the buildings. Okay, for now, I don't want to create a project. I'm going to show you the projects that I already created. Okay, let's go to filio.io project. This is a project page. Mostly, you're going to interact with this project page. It has many options and features for you. Let's start from the picture options. These are all the pictures which are taken by the data collectors. For instance, Maddie Rusbani has taken this picture. And taken by S20, that's another data collector, already took this picture. These are the options that you would see here. Description is the one that when a data collector takes a picture and put voice captioning, will show you that description right here. And this is the image name. And we also have tag. Data collectors can create tags, and the reason that we have tags because once they want to work with the projects, for instance, a floor one of a building, they don't want to just say floor one all the time using voice captioning. They can create a tag, and that tag will stay there anytime that they take a picture. And also we have the latitude, longitude, and also the bearing, the direction of the pictures taken. Here is the north side, date and time, and also we have the labels. These labels, we create those for you. We run all the images through our artificial intelligence algorithm, and we label the image for you. Why these labels are important? For instance, if you do not have image description, but you remember that there was a window on your image, what you can do, you can go to the search image and just write window. And we show all the pictures having window on them. This search is very powerful. You can search through any part of metadata. For instance, I want to search TOF technology. And it shows me the pictures that have TOF technology, which are on the tag part. Now I can remove it. If you look at here, on the left side, I have the tabulated view of my pictures. On the right side, I have the project, the Google map, and here I have the timestamp. I'm going to show you how these three components are interacting with each other. Okay, so right now here I have 9 pictures. Let's search TOF technology. And then suddenly I have just 3 pictures. And you can see that my map also has been updated with 3 pictures. So all these components are talking with each other. And if you look at my timestamp graph, it shows that these pictures are being taken between June 25 and June 28th. So everything's talking together. So let's remove this part. I can also, the filtering part also can happen on the map part. For instance, I just want to see the pictures. I just want to see these 2 pictures. What I can do, I can just press this option and select this area. And as soon as I do that, it shows me these 2 pictures. And it will also update it on my timestamp graph. So if I want to just remove from this environment, I can just press cross, and then I have everything as original. So for instance, if I want to update my pictures and I want to filter my picture based on the timestamp, for instance, I want to see the pictures taken from December 20th until June 13th. Then it shows the pictures which are taken in that period of time. Let's do view all. So the other option we have here is to edit an image. If you press on this option, and then you can just edit the information of the image. This option, this action is irreversible. It means that once you save the option to save the new description for an image, you cannot undo this action. Please make sure that you write the correct information there. Let's cancel this one. Some of the pictures have another icon beside them, which is the measuring icon. If I click on that, it's going to open an image so I can do measuring. The newest phone, like Samsung S20 Plus or Samsung Ultra, will enable this option for us, and Filio will enable this technology for you to do the measuring, which is called TOF technology. So if you have those phones, Filio will automatically capture a point cloud for you so you can do the measuring. For instance, if I want to measure the width of this door, the length, or maybe the diagonal part, and so on. So you can have all these options. You can just measure everything on your image, and then you can save it. The reason you need to save it, maybe you want to show these save images, these measurements to your client once you create a report. Okay, for now, I don't want to save it. Okay, so there are other options here, which are select all, delete, import, save as, create report, and copy to. Let's go over these options. Once you do select all, you can select all the images, and then you can delete all the images. Make sure you do not this one on purpose, otherwise this action cannot be undone. Make sure you are sure that you want to remove the images. I'm going to cancel this one for now. Let's do clear all. And then we have import. Once I click on import, then you can import images into Filio. So pictures should not be just taken by data collectors. You can import them from your local computer. You can import them from Dropbox, OneDrive or SharePoint or Google Drive. Once you import images, what we do, we go through the metadata of your images. If they have Latin line, we'll record them and we use those Latin line. If they don't, we'll associate each picture with the GPS coordinate of the project. Once you upload the pictures, what we do, we run the pictures through our AI algorithm and we label them. So later on, if the pictures even don't have any description, you can search them based on the labels that we find through our artificial intelligence algorithm. The next option is Save As. For instance, I'm going to click this image and I'm going to select this one and I need to save this one. I do Save As here, and then I have a couple of options. Do I want to save as just metadata CSV? The reason you want to do that because Filio metadata is compatible with the GIS softwares like Google Earth. You can simply import the metadata into Google Earth and we will show you all the pictures and the location of the pictures. Or you can save them as just images. Or you can save them as metadata and selected images. What we do, we create a zip file for you and we'll save it onto your computer, or you can save it to your Google Drive, or you can save it to your OneDrive or SharePoint, or you can save it to your Dropbox. So you have all these options. I'm not going to save anything right now, so I'm going to close this option. Next option is about creating report. Okay, let me select everything. Once I click on create report, you can see that I have a lot of predefined templates, 4 of them here. And then I have the company logo here. And then I have a couple of options that I can play around with them. Okay, so for now, let's just click one template, 2 pictures per page. And let's create the report. Once you create the report, the first page that I have, I can change it to satellite, I can change it to the map. It's showing the markers for each pictures. I can move them around, and then I have the information here. The report generation, the report part is quite interactive, which means that I can change all the information here. Needs to be changed. And it goes for the rest of it. So note that if I change anything here on the report page, it's not going to change it on my project page. So these are all temporary change for your report generation. That goes the same for the picture here. So I have the pictures here, and all these pictures are interactive too, which means that I can zoom in and crop a part of the image that I want. And I can do the same for all the pictures. The other option we have is called annotation part, where I can just annotate images. For instance, I just want to say, okay, this part is quite important, so let me just annotate this one. And I can just change the color of that, for instance, to this color. Or I can just another type of annotation, which is a circle. I can use this one. I can change the color as well. Or you can add text, or you can add arrows to this part. So once I'm done with this task, what I can do, I can just save it. Once I save it, it will save it on the image. Note that these changes will not change anything on the project page. These are just temporary to the report generation part. Okay, so once we're done with this, then we can print this report. You can see the report here, and then you can save it as a PDF. Yes, so that's it about the report part. Let's exit from this page. The other option is copy to. Once I select some of the images and then I press copy to, I can move pictures from one page, from one project to another project. Like for instance, in my account, so I have test and test new. These are the projects that I created in that account, and I can move these pictures to that to another project. Okay. So that's about this part. And then the other important part of the Filio project is the setting part. Let's go to the setting part. Setting part has three options: general, organize, and access. Once you're on general, you have information of project name, project code, and so on. You can change all these options except then project name. Project name should be unique. You can delete the project. Deleting the project will remove all the data collectors and all the images in this project. So make sure that you do not do it uh, without knowledge of that you really want to delete this project, because this process cannot be undone. Let's go to the organize part. In the organize part, we have an option to upload a layout. So what we have here is a Google map. If you want to change this one to a blueprint, then you can just upload the layout. I will show you a sample of the blueprint by going to the layout. Please make sure to read all these bullet points carefully because these are very important before you upload the layout. Okay, so if I press here, I can now upload my layout using a PDF. So for instance, if you work with 20 floors building, make sure that you just upload one PDF which has 20 pages, and each page shows the blueprint of each floor. So you're not allowed to upload multiple PDFs, just one PDF which includes all the information. And here we have the tags. Remember that we had the tags here to avoid the hassle of like voice capturing all the image and tagging with one certain tag like first floor. So you don't want to just say first floor anytime you take a picture. So data collectors always have this tag of like, for instance, TOF first floor or TOF technology without using the voice caption. And then we have the image naming rule. Once you update this tag, sorry, I forgot to say that. Once you update this tag, all the data collectors will receive these tags and they can use them for their images. The very important part of Filio is the access part. We have three options. Filio users. You can um, share this project with a Filio user. Okay, Andres already has a Filio account. So I can just do Andres at filio.io. I can add him and Andres will have access to this project. So as soon as I add Andres, he will see that project, the Filio.io project, on his account. And then there is an option, there is a key option here where I can change the Andres access. For instance, I don't want to give Andres all these features. I just want to give him, okay, so the only things you can do, you can create reports. Okay, so once you're just done with this adding a Filio user, you can save it all. Okay, for now, I don't want to do this. And the other part is the public users. Let's say Andres does not have any Filio accounts. So what we're going to do, we're going to add Andres at filio.io, and we know that he does not have any Filio accounts. Even if he has a Filio account, we still can share the project publicly to him. So um, I press plus, and then we have this option. And then same as Filio users, we can give him all these features. On default, we deselected all these features. You can just add them on if you like. So as soon as we do that, we save all, Andres will receive an email from Filio that he has access to this project using a link. So if Andres clicks on that URL, he will have access to this project. And then if you want later on that Andres, you do not want Andres to have access to that URL, what you can do, you can simply come to your project again and remove him from the access, the URL, the public access, and he won't have access anymore. The last part is the data collectors. When I created the project, I was able to add a phone number. And now if I want to add more data collectors or mobile app users to this project, I can do it right here. So then I just write the name. For instance, well, so these are the same name. Let me remove this because I use the same. I have two phone numbers, that's why. So, for instance, I have this Android video. If I add this new data collectors, then I can save all. Also, if you have a couple of phone numbers that you don't want to just write them one by one, you can bulk upload those. by just using a CSV file. Make sure that all the users already downloaded the app and put in their information over there. The bulk upload, we have it for many features like tags. Okay, let's go out of this environment and let me show you what the layout is. So here what I have is the Google layout. Let's do sheet 1. So once I do sheet 1, I can see that a picture is taken in this part of the layout. And, and the same options that I have for the Google, I have options for this blueprint too. So if you add layout for a project, all the data collectors or mobile app users will also receive this layout. And instead of using Google Map, they can use this layout to take pictures. And the pictures will be added to this layout. Note that if I go to Map, I show all the images no matter whether they're in the layout or the blueprint or not. So the Google Map part will show all the pictures. Okay, so that's about it for the Filio website. Um, Please don't hesitate to contact us. Contact at filio.io, and we will answer all your questions. Thank you so much.